Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're journeying back in time to explore one of West Africa's most powerful and artistically brilliant empires, the Kingdom of Benin. Forget what you think you know, because this story is packed with powerful kings, legendary artists, and a legacy that continues to fascinate the world. So, where does our story begin? Let's travel to the forested region of what is now modern-day Nigeria. Around the 12th century, the Edo people, the founders of Benin, were organized into a collection of small chiefdoms. According to oral tradition, they sought a new form of leadership and requested a prince from the nearby spiritual center of Ife. This prince's son, Eweka I, became the first Oba, or king, of Benin, marking the start of a dynasty that would last for centuries. Under the rule of the Obas, Benin grew from a small state into a formidable kingdom. The capital, Benin City, became a marvel of urban planning. Early European visitors described it as a massive, well-organized city, with huge protective earth walls and wide, straight streets. At its heart was the Oba's Palace, a sprawling complex decorated with incredible works of art. The Oba wasn't just a political leader. He was the spiritual heart of the kingdom, a divine figure who connected the people with their ancestors. The kingdom reached its golden age from the 15th to the 17th century. This era was defined by two things: military expansion and an explosion of artistic creativity. Obas like Iwar the Great, who reigned in the mid-15th century, were brilliant military strategists, expanding Benin's territory and influence significantly. He also rebuilt Benin City and is credited with encouraging the creation of the famous Benin bronzes. The Benin bronzes. These aren't just statues. They are a historical library cast in metal. They include intricate plaques, commemorative heads, and ceremonial objects, all crafted with a technique called lost wax casting. These pieces weren't just for decoration. The plaques, for example, lined the pillars of the Oba's palace and depicted historical events, court life, and mythological stories, preserving the kingdom's history for future generations. The craftsmanship is so extraordinary that for a long time, many Europeans couldn't believe they were made by African artisans. But they were, a testament to the incredible skill of Benin's artists. In the late 15th century, the Portuguese arrived, marking the beginning of contact with Europeans. Initially, this relationship was based on trade. Benin exported goods like ivory, pepper, and textiles, and in return acquired items like coral beads and, importantly, brass manillas, which were melted down to create more bronzes. This trade brought wealth and new materials, further fueling the artistic golden age. However, as the centuries passed, the relationship soured. By the late 19th century, the scramble for Africa was in full swing, and Britain wanted to absorb Benin into its colonial empire. Tensions escalated, culminating in a tragic event in 1897. A British delegation was attacked, and in response, Britain launched the Benin Punitive Expedition. They conquered Benin City, burned the palace, and exiled the Oba. Crucially, the British forces looted thousands of the Benin bronzes and other artworks. These priceless cultural treasures were scattered across the globe, ending up in museums and private collections in Europe and America. This event not only marked the end of Benin's independence, but also ripped the soul of its history from its homeland. But the story doesn't end there. The spirit of the Kingdom of Benin lives on. The Oba's dynasty was restored in 1914, and the Oba of Benin remains a highly respected traditional ruler in Nigeria today. In recent years, there has been a powerful global movement calling for the restitution of the Benin bronzes. Many museums are now beginning to return these stolen artifacts to Nigeria, a crucial step in acknowledging the past and restoring a nation's cultural heritage. The history of Benin is a powerful story of creativity, resilience, and the enduring importance of culture. It reminds us that history is not just in books. It's cast in bronze, woven into textiles, and kept alive in the hearts of a people. Thank you so much for joining me on this historical journey. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the past. See you next time.